Okay, we're here. I think we're here. Did we start? We started. Okay, great. Welcome everybody to Cardio Step with Mercy with your requested extended stretch. This lighting's not good. Shut it back. I'm coming here. I'm bringing you with me. Okay, this is better. We're going to sit here and chat. Okay, welcome everybody. If this is your first time having Cardio Step with me, let's bring this chair here. Wait, we're good. Okay, I just want to let you guys know that if you have a regular stair stepper, that is definitely ideal. That said, I know that many of you have been doing step class with us in a stairwell. Awesome. Just make sure you are on the bottom step, right? Please don't go halfway up or up at the top of the steps. Not safe. So stay on the bottom step, and there will be various things we'll be doing today that will be contraindicated to being in a stairwell. What that means is you're going to stay with the thing that I've given you previously. So a lot of the hopping stuff, you'll need to take it low impact to make it safe. Definitely you can't do things that are going over the top of the step, obviously, because you're in a stairwell, but don't let that deter you from getting a really good cardio today. That is why I am here for you during your quarantine time or anytime. What else? Oh, please do not feel, and I say this every time and I mean it, don't feel like you have to do the whole thing, right? Don't feel like you can't stop and take a break, get some water, etc. Whatever you need to do, make that happen to have it be a safe experience for you, right? If at any time you find that you can't catch your breath, or you start to feel a little dizzy, or your ears start to ring, stop immediately, right? Immediately stop. When I say stop, I don't mean plop down and sit. I mean, keep your arms moving at least, or keep your feet stepping a little bit, because that encourages the blood to keep flowing and bring oxygen into your system, right? But again, do what you need to do to stay safe. I can't visually see you guys. I wish I could, but this is the nature of our quarantine workout, right? So you have to be really diligent about being aware of your own safety. I mention that because today in Los Angeles, it is almost 90 degrees. It is hot in my living room. I might be taking it a little easy today, right? Really pay attention. In increased temperature, perceived exertion increases and actual exertion decreases. What does that mean? It means that you feel like you're working harder, but you're actually burning less calories. So if you have the option of exercising in a room with air conditioning or a cooler environment, always take that option, right? Because your body is working hard to just cool you down, right? Which is not the caloric burning that we're interested in, right? So what that means is do what you can do, be safe about it, try things that are new for you. Don't be discouraged at all. If you get frustrated with yourself, don't do that. You are 100% encouraged to be frustrated with me. If you're having trouble with one of the steps or one of the moves that I give you, don't be like, I can't do it. You are totally encouraged to say, Mercy didn't teach it to me right. Go with that, right? Because I want your spirits to stay up. It's okay. Put it on me, right? That said, I'm going to do the best job I can for you today. As always, we're going to start with the new combo that we learned on our last class. I'll break it down for you. And then we'll move to a brand new one, which has a lot of different moves that we haven't done yet together. I think this is maybe our fifth step class, our fifth live streaming step class. If it's your first time, again, you're totally welcome to be here. Also, if you didn't know, pets. Hi, people. This is our 18-year-old. Looks pretty good, huh? Come here, say hi. This is the people. He's 18. Hi, people. Good morning. There's a maximum of 3 cats that you might see at various times, so don't be alarmed. They basically know to stay out of the way. That's it. That's all I got. Oh, I can't. If you are leaving comments during the live streaming, I won't be able to answer those. So if you have a question or request for next time, etc., be sure to wait until this video saves and uploads and put the questions on there on my YouTube channel, obviously. And I will be able to address those for you. Okay, let's go. Now I'm going to move this. I'm going to put this back here. We're going to do technology. I'm a one-person crew here, guys. Let's see. Does that look good? How does that look? Let's do it. That's annoying. We don't need that in frame. Let's do that. Yep. And then we're going to do this so I can be a little closer to you. How does this look? Yeah? Good? Up here, I'm good. Okay, that looks like a good frame. And now we're gonna get the music going. It's a process, guys. If you hate this music, it's okay. I made it for you because I own it. So now nobody can pull down our videos, right? Okay, let's do it. Let's see if this works. Does this work? Am I making it work? Okay, okay. I think we have power. Do we have power? We have power! Okay, let's turn it down a little bit. A little more. Too loud, too loud. Come on. Quieter, 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 please. Why is it not being quieter? Come on. Oh, geez. Come on, guys. It's not obeying me. Okay, the music's just going to be really loud today. There's nothing I can do about it. Sorry. I'll have to shout at you. It'll just add to the excitement. Here we go. Let's see our time. I talked for a long time. Sorry. Okay, come on. Just start marching out right and left. Right and left. I'm going to come behind the step. And then we're just going to start breathing it up and back. Just breathe it up and back here. So take inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And then just march in here. 4 and 3
Amazing.
and 2 and step it right and left. Here we go. Take it forward. Good. Just kind of swing the arms here. No big deal. Beautiful. And then swing the arms at the bottom. Take it up. Lovely. 2 more. Now we're going to take a hamstring curl. Looks like this. Step, curl. Right? Kick yourself in the butt each time. Now we're going to take a knee lift. Knee comes to the chest. Pull it up. Exhale. 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 Very nice, you guys. 2 more. March it out center. Right here. Good job. Now take the feet out a little bit wider. Good. Toes point forward. Take the hands out. We're just going to sit it. Back it up. Exhale. Exhale. Sitting back like you're trying to find a chair behind you. Beautiful. 2 more. Nicely done. Take it down and hold. Pulse here. Take your hands to your step. Take your feet out a bit wider. Bend your right and left knee. Kick it over, over. Really good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to center. Straight legs. Bend. Toe heel it back in. Roll it on up. Step your right foot on top. Left foot back. Toes point forward. Hips curl under. Just pulse it down here. Good. 4 more. And 3 and 2. Take an inhale. Exhale. Push and step back. Left foot up on top. Same thing. Toes forward. Hips forward. And we're just going to pulse it down here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale. Push back. Good job. Take your right foot up on top. Flex your foot. Leg is straight. Left toes turn out. Hips forward. Bend your left knee. Full forward, forward. Keeping the right foot flexed. Breathing into your right hamstring. Nicely done. Other side. Left foot up on top. Foot is flexed. Left leg straight. Right knee bends. Toes point out. Fold forward. Breathe into your left hamstring. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Step up on top. Take your right heel off the back. Right leg is straight. Left knee is bent. Pulse here for 4, 3, 2. Now bend your right knee. Pulse 4, 3, 2. Nicely done. Other side. Left heel off the back. Left leg straight. Pulse here for 4, 3, 2, and bend the knee. That's 4, 3, 2. Excellent. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Step back. Take your feet out nice and wide. Inhale up. On your exhale, grab your head with your right hand. Reach down. Gentle pressure on the neck. And inhale again. Exhale, other hand. Grab and push. Let me check the time. We're doing perfect. Good. Now take your right arm across. Grab above the elbow. Push down on the tricep. Nice. Arm above. Grab your elbow. Pat yourself on the shoulder. Then reach to the wall. Good. Other arm across. Grab above the elbow. Pull down. Nice. And then arm comes up above. Grab the elbow. Pat your shoulder. Really good, you guys. And then just release and kind of roll Excellent. Now breathe it up and out. Up again. Up. Now let's step it up and back. Right foot first. Here's how we do it. Right foot. Now left foot. Now right foot. Okay, if you're new to step, remember we always alternate. Don't just keep stepping up with the same leg. Symmetry in all things, my people. Add some arms here. So here's the deal with the arms. Anytime you add arms, it's going to increase the difficulty dramatically. It's going to raise your heart rate a lot. You can switch the arms if you want. Particularly if your arms are above your head, that's going to mean harder, right? So if you want it harder, add those arms. Maybe you punch out. Beautiful. Nice. Now just take the hands to the hips. We're going to take a knee lift here. We're going to start with the new combo from last week. Knee lift up. Here's without arms. Step, knee. Step, knee. Excellent. If you want to add the arms, they look like this. Pull. Pull. Beautiful. Let's take it traveling side to side. Pull the knee. Nicely done. Two more. Take it back to center. Okay, I'm going to go over the straddle around the world. If this is new to you, I'll break it down half time. If you're in a stairwell, you will not be doing this part. You'll stay with the knees, just the knees. Half time looks like this. I step, knee, step down, straddle, step, knee, take it other side. I step, knee, step down, straddle, step, knee, opposite direction. Step, knee, step, straddle, step, knee, take the other side. I step, knee, step, straddle. Beautiful. Let's take it full time. Here we go. Here we go. Up, straddle. Other side. Up, straddle. Opposite direction. Up, straddle. You can have the arms if you want. Beautiful. Back to single knee center. Let's put that together. Up, pull. Beautiful. Travel. Good. Just tap it up here. And let's just step it out here, right and left. Putting it together. Step with the right. Here we go. Pull. Travel side to side. Around the world. Straddle down. Straddle to the other side. Straddle. Opposite direction. Go. Up. Again. Beautiful. Step left, step left, step left. Here we go, up and back. Very nice, you guys. Look at that. We got through it so fast. Moving on to our new combo for this week. After that, we'll review both of these. Then we'll go back to previous weeks if you are so inclined. Okay, first up, we're going to take it to stepping with the same side foot 4 times each side. So let's start on the right. 4 times here. 4. Again. 3, 2, other side, that's 4, now 3, now coming up is an optional hop up, looks like this, we hop, step down, hop up, step down, hop up, beautiful, other side, hop up, step down, don't hop down, beautiful, beautiful, let's try it on the right again, right side, 4, 3, 2, left side, here we go, 4, 3, 2, now we're moving to a straddle, looks like this, right, left, right, good, use your arms if you like, now let's do 4 on the right side, 4, 3, 2, 4 on the left. Here we go. 2 more. Now we're going to go back to the right, but we're going to hop it. Looks like this. Hop. Hop. Again, stepping down each time. Other side. Hop. Step down. Hop. Step down. Beautiful. Left and right. Or right and left, right and left. Sorry, guys. I mirror you, and sometimes I get confused. Right? The music's going to change in a second. March out, march out. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to put all those together, right and left, right and left. Breathe it up. Exhale. Hop it up right side. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. Hop it up on the left. 4, 3, 2. Straddle up. Right side. For 4, 3, 2. Straddle up on the left side. 4. Here we go. 2 more. Beautiful. Now we're going to straddle up with a hop. If you like, you can add a clap. And on the left, on the left. Beautiful. Okay, moving on. Next set, knee lift. Step right, step right. 4, 3,
Amazing.
2. Now let's kick it up to your own degree. 4, 3, any height. 2, step right and left. Here we go. Pick it up. Other side. Okay, totally new step we're about to do. New for our online classes, that is. Looks like this. You hop, step back. Hop, step back. So you're kind of pausing. Pause, then you can take it to the side. Pause. 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 Back to the center here. Pause. Pause. Beautiful. Now we're going to cross. Take the right foot to the left side. Pause. Pause. Yes. Last one. Step right and left. Here we go. Up. Beautiful. We're going to put it all together. If you don't like any of this, do not do it. Right? What feels good? Hopping up on the right for 4. Let's go. You can also take it low impact. Just step up. Right or left foot, left foot, left foot. Yes. 2 more. Right foot straddle. Step it up. Up. Beautiful. Left side for a 4. Here we go. 2 more. Straddle with the hop if you want. Right side. Oh, that was well timed. Clap your hands, the man says. Okay. Other side, left side, left side. 2 more. Knee lift, step right. Up. Beautiful. And pick it up, pick it up. Here we go. 2 more. Now we're going to hop up and pause. Right and left to the center. Hop. And pause. Beautiful. Now hop into the side. Here we go. Out. And out. And out. And back to the center one more time. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to hop across. Right foot to the left. Up. Up. 2. Yes, from the top. Knee lift, take it up. Excellent. Travel. Around the world. Straddle down. Turn. Straddle. Opposite direction. Go. Step it left and right. Here we go. Right, left, right, left. Sorry, guys. I'm a terrible mirror. It's awful. It's awful. Adding a new combo. Let's hear time. Perfect. Hop back. 4, 3, 2. Left side, left side. 3, 2. Straddle that. Wide step. Left foot, go. Excellent. Add a hop if you want. Right side, right side. Clap. Clap. 4 on the left. Go. Exhale. Exhale. Whew. Hop it up and pause right here. Pause. Out to the side. Pause. To the center. Pause. Take it across. Awesome, you guys! Step it up and back. Right foot, right foot. Take your hands to your hips. Breathe it out. Catch your breath. Let's see what we're doing. Good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. 4 more here. Step. We're going to take all the combos we have ever done. So exciting. If you're new to class, if you get confused, just keep going with the stepping. I'll try to keep it with enough room for you to at least know, right? But if it's something you've never seen before, don't worry about it. Step up and back, use the arms. Take it up. Arms to the side. 4. And arms punched up. Here we go. Beautiful. Alternate arms up, right and left. Here we go. Right, left. Moving to a hamstring curl like we did at the beginning. Step up, right foot. Up. Travel side to side. Nice job, you guys. Now change to a knee lift. Knee lift. Now a straight leg out to the side. Hamstring curl, last set. Then we're going to put them all together. Knee, straight leg, hamstring. If you're not familiar, step and watch it once. Looks like this. Knee, straight, hamstring. Other side. Up. Beautiful. 2 more, 2 more. Again. Turn, step, travel, travel, go. Up. Up. Beautiful. If you need less here, take your hands to your hips. If you need more, take more of a travel each time. Wider. Over the top and back. Here we go. Travel, travel, right foot up, turn. Beautiful. Good job, you guys. We're going to take it over and back. You can take a heel cross if you like. 4, 3, 2. Travel, turn, step right. We're going to do 3 more over and backs. You have your choice. You can use the flying method here. Right, push. 2 more. Turn, turn, step right. Beautiful. 2 more steps like this. You can hop with the knee up here if you want. Pull it. Pull it. Woo. Shoulder. Turn, step, step right. Here we go. Travel. Just 1 more. If you want to twist over, now's the time. Twist. Yeah, step right, and left. Bravo, 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 you guys. We're going to combo 2. Heel taps. Tap it up. Up. So you flex your foot as you come up and tap your heel. Then we're going to take it out to the side, right? But for here, come back to the center. Add arms if you want. 4, 3, 2. Tap to this side. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. Keep the arms at a knee lift. 4, 3, 2. Knees to the side. Here we go. Out. Good. 2 more. Kick it out in front, but kind of low. Height of the waist. Good. 2 more. Kick it to the side. 4, 3, 2. Knee lift, knee lift. Okay, march out, march out. This is going to change in a second. For you guys, somehow my whole got it, we got it. For you guys who've been coming to my electronic classes for a while, this is gonna be the straddle down around the world leg. Looks like this. Knees up. Good. Keep going here. Let me check our time. Perfect, perfect. Keep it here. 4. Add arms if you want. Nice. Take it around the corner. Remember this one? We're going to straddle down, hop up. If you don't know it, don't do it. No big deal. Take it up, straddle down, hop, other foot. Straddle down, hop, other foot. Straddle down, hop, other foot. Beautiful. Knee lift, step up, right. Here we go. 2 more. Take it around the corner. Back to the back of your step. Good. Stay here. A couple more. 2 more. Turn, step, travel. Step right. Over the top. And back. And turn. And turn again. Over. And back. Turn. Knee lift, knee lift. Here we go. Pull. Beautiful. Take it around the other corner. Good. Take it up and straddle down. Here we go. Straddle. Hop. Other side. Up. Hey, 2 more. Woo! Knee lift, knee lift. Here we go. Pull. 2 more. Take it around the side here. Take it up. Checking the time. Perfect. 2 more. Turn step. Right leg. Over. And back. Turn. And turn again. Over. And back. Turn. Awesome. You guys step it up and back. Just step here. Beautiful. 4 more. And 3 more. And 2 more. Yay! Knee lift, knee lift. Here we go. Up. Travel side to side. Around the world, if you choose. Straddle. Other side. Opposite direction. Go. Listen, you guys. Hop it out. Jumping jacks. 4, 3, 2. Half time. Let's take that again. 4 regular. 4, 3, 2. Half time. Yes. Step it up and back. Last thing, and then you're done with this portion. We're going to do the brand new combo from today. The one where we hop up on the right foot before, then the left foot before. So it's the last thing in your mind, okay? Keep going here. Yes, that's pretty perfectly to 22. 2 more. Hop it up, right foot. Here we go. Left, left. These steps straddle out, right? Breathe. Left foot, here we go. Excellent. Hop it up, right foot, here we go. 4. Left foot, here we go. Knee lift, here we go. Kicks as high as you want. Up. Up. Hop and pause. Up. Up. To the side. To the center. Across. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. March it out. Breathe it up and out. Woo. Stay here. I'm going to turn my step so you can see what's going on. If you haven't done the tap on top thing, watch me for a second. Join in if it feels safe to you, only if, okay? If not, just keep marching here. We're tapping right and left rapidly. Hands on our hips. Looks like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Yes! Push your steps inside or stand behind it. We're going to do just 8 jumping jacks here. Keep your shoulders down. Bend your knees, yes? March it out. Woo! 8 jumping jacks. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. March it out. Breathe it up. And out. Up again. And out. Woo! I don't sweat my eyes and it stings. We're going to step the right and left here. Use your arms. Here we go. Take the arms down. Hands to the hips. Woo! Beautiful. Nicely done. And just march out. Take the feet out nice and wide. Okay. You're going to point your toes forward, not out. Forward, okay? You're going to sit back into your butt. Lift your toes if you can. No. Yes. Okay? Take it down. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and pulse it down. 8, 7, 6, and 5. Keep going here. That's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Singles here. Take it down. 4, 3, 2, and pulse it down. Last set. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. You can take this on the floor or on your step. Bring your big toes together, heels spin apart. We're doing calf raises here. 8, 7, 6, 5,
No.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Double time here. Take it up and up. 7, 6, and 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Beautiful, beautiful. Shake it out, shake it out. We're going to do just 1 set of lunges each side on top of our steps. So you're going to take 1 foot up, so the right foot up, left foot back. Separate your feet super, super wide apart, okay? Not here. Get it back there. Curl your hips under. Make sure both toes are pointed forward and both hips are pointed forward. Take your hands to your hips. No big deal. Better be straight. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 4 more, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Step back. Switch other side. Left foot forward, right foot back. Separate your feet as much as you can again. Not like this. Not like this. This. Hips under. Both hips pointing forward. Both toes pointing forward. Here we go. Slowly bend. Exhale. This is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and
Yes.
1. On an exhale, step back. Good. Get your step far away, far away, far away. Put it wherever you want. It's not your way. Now we come to the part requested by many of you, the extended stretch.
Yo.
Let me move this mat closer to you. And we are going to turn off the exciting music so we have a little bit of peacefulness, right? Okay, it's time for peacefulness, guys. Take your feet out nice and wide. Sink down. I don't think it needs to be quite that low. I am camera op as well as instructor. Okay, good. Feet out super wide. Good. And then we're going to take the feet out wide enough so that the knees are atop of the heels. So when you bend your knees, this should happen. This should not happen, right? Take them super, super, super wide, okay? Super wide. Wipe off your hands if you're sweaty. Take your hands to your knees. Your thumb should point forward. Your fingers should point back. Not this. Yes, this. Sink down. And now we're going to take the alternating shoulders down and twist. So right shoulder and left shoulder. 2 more. Excellent. Last one. Take an inhale. Exhale, straighten up. Okay, shake out the arms, shake out the arms. This is the only thing in the rest of this class that'll actually be exerted. This next thing, okay? Everything else, pure stretch, pure enjoyment. Stay with me. Take your hands to your hips. Take your knees out. Sink your hips as low as they will possibly go. Try to get a straight line across. Good. Arms up. Wiggle your arms. Now get your rib cage going. Good. Come straight. Right arm down. Keep your hips low. Come on up, but keep the hips low. The sides of your butt should be hurting right now. Other arm down. Take it up. Take an inhale. Exhale, straighten. Beautiful. Toes point forward. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, slowly fold forward. Drop your head. Yay, this should feel good. Turn your toes in slightly and your heels out slightly. Drop your head and just pulse here. And then rock your way into your toes out of your heels, okay? So from the side, it should look like this, not this, okay? This is no, this is yes. Ah, that sweat my eyes, it burns. So keep pulsing here. And then we're just gonna toe heel the feet a bit closer together, heels point in, toes point out. Sink your butt down to the floor, okay? If you can get your heels onto the floor, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. That is painful. Good. Elbows down, drop your shoulders, sit up tall here, rock side to side. Good. If it feels good to you to take your elbows forward, some of you guys might be able to do this. This is a pretty deep low back stretch. If you fold forward and shift side to side, if you don't like it, don't. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to go ahead and sit down. Now, I want you guys to take off your shoes because we're going to be stretching our toes and our ankles as well. So get those off. Away you go, shoe. And away you go, shoe. And away go the socks. Ah, excellent. All right, now I'm going to move you guys a little closer. You guys are coming to it. You're coming off of a desk and onto a chair. So you know what is going on here. Let's do this. I think this is good. Yes, that looks good. Okay, fantastic. So we are going to, I think I can even put it a little bit lower. Maybe that looks good. Okay. Someone commented last week, you're a really good DP. Thank you, my cinematographer efforts here. Go ahead and take your toes out in front and take your big toes together and your heels apart. So we're not doing this, we are doing this. Okay? And then we're going to sit up nice and tall here. And then rock side to side, pull the flesh out from under the sit bones. And then I want you guys to inhale up, and then exhale, fold forward, but reach as far as you can. So instead of rounding down, we're going to try to elongate out. I got tap fur on my face. Who saw that coming? Everyone. Bend down and keep flexing your feet. This is important. I know if you point your toes, you can drop down lower, but what we're trying to get at is the hamstring as well as low back. So I'm going to do it from the side so you guys can see. So I fold here, right? If I point, it's easy to go lower, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to flex. I'm going to get as long as I can, right? See how I'm nice and flat here? I want to stay here as long as I can, pulsing. Inhale, exhale, and then when you feel like you need to, go ahead and round your back and come down. If you can touch your toes, pull your toes back towards your face and drop it down. If you can't, just keep your hands wherever you want them to be, right? Wherever it feels comfortable. And I also had a request for a couple more breaths in each pose. So enjoy, guys. Take a couple breaths here. You're in your forward fold and you're just breathing. And maybe every other breath you get really long through the spine. And on the exhale, you melt down just a little bit more. right here. I'm gonna adjust this just a bit. I think just a tad. This chair is slippery. Remember next time to put a pillow under there, maybe. Okay, and when you're ready, from your forward fold, you're just gonna inhale, get as long as you can through your spine. You come up with a nice flat spine here, all the way up. Beautiful, people. Now we're gonna bring the soles of the feet together. So you might remember from our last time together, what we wanna do is sit up as tall as we can. And if you're rounding forward, so here, this is not what we want to do. So get your back flat however you need to. If that means bringing your feet out much farther in front, great. We are also not going to pull our feet up and sickle our feet. No, we're going to push the toes down and then open the soles of the feet up like the pages of a book, to your own degree, right? Mine don't open that much, but they will a little bit. And you can see that when I open my feet, my knees will drop down a little more. So take your fingers to your ankles, your thumbs to your arches, and then just get as tall as you can. Take an inhale, roll your shoulders back, and on your exhale, slowly fold forward. Here's a trick. You can take your elbows to your thighs. Some of you guys push down on the thighs, then fold forward. If this is easy for you and you need more of a challenge, walk your hands out in front. Right? Some of you guys can walk forward and drop. And while you're doing this, try to not look up, right? If you're confused, you need to look up. Lift your back as well. So don't be forward folding and cranking your neck up, or you'll have neck pain at the end of class. We don't want that to happen. Drop the head down, relax the neck. Take a look at our time, great. Take a couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, same thing as with the front fold. We're going to inhale, lengthen the spine. Good. And then walk it back up. Great job, you guys. Take your left leg out in front. You're already set up with the right foot right at the inner thigh. So if it ended up at the knee, don't do that. Bring it back a bit, right? And then again, flex your left foot a lot. We're going to inhale up. And then we're going to exhale, same thing, slowly fold forward. If you can grab your toes, pull them back towards your face. If not, just grab wherever you can. And then get really long through the spine and try to twist slightly toward the left to drop your right ear toward your left shin. Inhale, long line, come on back up. Beautiful. Bring your right knee into your chest. Some of you guys might remember this from last time. You're going to lift that knee up and take the foot to the other side of the thigh. Keep flexing your left foot. Okay? Right hand goes behind. Left arm inhales up. Get as tall as you can. On the exhale, see if you can bring your elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Now, what we don't want to do is crunch down and twist around. So don't let the twist be the most important thing. Let the getting long here be the most important thing, and then twist it open. All right, so then on the inhales, maybe get a little longer. On the exhale, maybe you press with that left elbow, and that takes you into the twist. Oh, that feels good. And if you do this far enough, you can look like Linda Blair. Just kidding. When you guys take in-person class from me, you get a lot more bad jokes. I don't know if that's an enticement or a threat, but that's how that works. And take an inhale and exhale, come back around. Great. Okay, now you're going to inhale, bring your right knee into the chest. Exhale, fold this leg back behind. Lean and fold. Okay, it's your hurdler stretch. As I said last time, a lot of people are really thumbs down on a hurdler stretch. I want you to take this super, super gently because I do believe it's beneficial for some people. But if you start to feel anything at all in this right knee, get out of there, okay? So if it feels okay to your knee, inhale, take it up. Exhale, fold forward. So I get a very different experience in my left hamstring in a hurdler stretch than I do with my foot around to the front. It really helps get to my outer hamstring for me. But again, do not let that be to detriment of your knee. So if you like this, do it. If not, don't. We're going to be here briefly. This isn't one to stay in for a long time. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, flat back, come up. Now, also, like Cookie Monster says, this is a sometimes food, right? You might like it and you might totally not. Don't do it if you don't like it. Take your hands behind you on a diagonal to the left. As you start to move backwards with the torso, you should get a great stretch in your right hip flexor. I find this really beneficial, especially for my aerial students, my aerialists, who have a lot of hip flexor issues. So if this feels good to you, great. You want to be actively pushing down with the right knee as you release backwards. If you need more here, only if you need more here, come to your elbows, okay? A couple of you freak people might want to come down to your back, but do not do that if you feel anything at all in your knee or in your low back, okay? This is just for a few folks who like this sort of thing. Good. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to push into the elbows, come on back up. Fold your right knee in, okay? I'm going to scoot to the side so you can see what we're going to do next. Again, take this gently, 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 okay? Take your right hand to your right knee. Push the right foot forward, spin your hip down, okay? If you feel any kind of bad feeling in your knee or your low back, do not do this. If you like it, great. Roll your shoulders back, breathe into it. I like this a lot. Not everyone does. Take an inhale and exhale, release. And then we are going to take the leg around to the front. What? We're perfectly set up to do the other side. It's almost like I planned it because I did. Inhale, take it up. And exhale, take it forward. Again, flexing the foot. You get super long and you're going to drop down. We're going to go. Oh, no, we're good. Sorry, I misread that clock. We're right on time. And then if you can, twist a little towards the right and drop your left ear toward your right shin. That's great. It's a bonus. We're going to be here for a couple breaths, a little bit longer than usual per request. I am always delighted to fulfill requests. And breathe. And again, getting longer through the spine as often as you can and flexing the front foot a lot. And really make an effort to pull your shoulders down and away from your ears if you can. Hello, Joe. Joe just came home, for those of you who know Joe. I will get him to tell me what I did wrong with that volume later, so I can fix it for you guys for next time. And then when you're ready, inhale, come on back up. Really good. Then bring the left knee to the chest. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, foot comes to the outside of the thigh. Keep flexing that front foot. Get long through the spine. Take your left arm back. Inhale your right arm up. And on your exhale, take that elbow to the outside of the thigh if you can. Now again, job 1 is getting long through the spine. Long, long, long. Good. Job 2 is maybe twist a little or a lot. Oh, I cracked my back. That felt great. Hello, Mandalorian. So Mandalorian's excited because his dad is home. He's definitely a daddy's cat. You go to see dad. Yep, there he goes. That's my hair clip. Don't be alarmed. He's sniffing my shoes, making sure everyone's healthy here. And then inhale. Exhale, got one last little twist out of it. Beautiful, beautiful. And now we're going to lift the left knee up and scoot that leg behind. So again, this is our hurdler stretch on the other side. Again, hear me, people. If you feel anything in your knee, get out of there. Don't do this, okay? This is just for folks who can and will benefit from it. Inhale, take it up, and exhale, slowly bend down. Left ear toward the right shin. And again, if you feel something extra on the outer right hamstring here, great. That's the reason to do this. If you don't, do not. And breathe here. So we're going to be here kind of briefly for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. And inhale, come on back up. Excellent. Now we're going to take the hands behind and to the right slightly. Okay. Start pushing your left knee down, curling your hips under. Right away, you might possibly should feel something in your left hip flexor. That should be good. That should be a good stretch. Okay. If you don't like this, come out of it. If you need more, only if you need more, come to the elbows. Okay. Keep curling the hips under. Right. If you feel anything funky in your low back, come out. If you need to come lower, release down. I love this. You may not. Super important to keep the feet flexed, particularly the left foot back here. You can't see it, but I'm flexing it. And then take an inhale here. And on the exhale, push into the elbows. Up you go. Let's take that last little weird pretzel move. Bend your right knee. I'm going to turn around so you can see what's happening. My left hand comes to my left ankle. I pull the knee slightly back, push the foot forward, and roll my left hip down. Okay. And just breathe here. And I keep trying to push my foot forward here. And take an inhale. And exhale, release. Nicely done. Let's work with the shoulders a little bit. Swing your legs around. We're going to take hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Perfect timing. So from the side, it looks like this, right? That's a weird angle. I look very squatty garden gnome. That's okay. Okay, I'm your garden gnome teacher for the day, guys. Next week, go wear a pointy hat. Take your heels of the hands under your shoulders. Spin your inner elbows forward. What do I mean by that? If you bend your elbows, they should point back towards your legs. Not here. No. Yes, right? Arms straight, knees under the hips. We're going to inhale, lift our right arm up, and we're going to thread it underneath. But we're not going to go back here. No, we're going to stay high up here. Lay down on your shoulder. Okay, so see how my hips are right over my knees here? And I'm going to rock side to side. A couple times. Massaging the shoulder and getting a little twist. And then we're going to inhale, exhale, push up into the hand, come to the other side. Okay, same thing. Inner elbows forward, shoulders roll back. Lift your left arm, thread it under. Stay forward here so the hips are stacked right over the knees. Hips don't go to the butt. And then we rock side to side. Oh, I almost rocked too far. That was exciting. Nice. Okay, we're going to do a shoulder stretch today. Take an inhale. Exhale, come up. We did not do this last class together. It's a really, really deep shoulder opening. So you guys have to exercise extreme caution here, okay? Extreme. I'm going to demo it from the side and the front. You're going to come to your belly, take your arms out straight to the sides. It's hard to see from this angle. It looks like my hands are above my shoulders, but they're really not. Take them straight out from your shoulders. Straight line out. Okay? And you're going to take your left hand and put it on the floor, and you're going to bend your left knee. You're going to keep your right hand exactly where it is. Do not take it down by your hip. Don't do that. Keep it up. Then I'm going to drop my right ear to the floor, and I'm going to push and see if I can find the floor with my left foot. This is a really deep shoulder opener, you guys. Do not go fast with this, and do not force it, okay? Don't do that. If you've got really open shoulders, some of you guys can roll all the way over here. You'll get your left hip to the floor. You can inhale your left arm up, okay? Some of you guys have freakishly open shoulders. I am in that group. Very tight hips, really open shoulders. You can release your arm behind. I can catch my fingertips. Now again, I'm not lowering my right hand. I'm keeping up my shoulder. I grab the fingertips, I bend the left elbow, and maybe I can touch the elbow to the floor. This feels good to me. With someone with not open shoulders, you could literally tear your shoulder. So don't force it. And take an inhale and exhale, come back. So again, this is one of those ones that's so deep, we don't want to be there too long. Left hand flat, bend your right elbow. Okay? You can't see my arm, but it's right here by my shoulder. Bend my right knee, left ear to the floor. Push with that right hand. Maybe the foot comes to the floor here. And then just breathe into the left shoulder. If you got, bless you, Montezuma, that was Monty sneezing. If you got the super open shoulders, you can take your right arm up. Maybe you can take your right hip to the floor. If you got the freakishly open shoulders, you can release your hand behind. Maybe grab the fingertips. Maybe the elbow touches. This side's not quite so easy for me. But pull out hands. And just breathe here. So all three guys have made an appearance during class today. You guys have been blessed by the triumvirate. And then take an inhale, and on your exhale, come on back. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good. Take your hands next to your rib cage, not shoulders, rib cage. Pull your elbows in. Keep your ear on the floor and bend your knees. And then we're going to drag our ear back across the floor. Iyengar push up, take it back. Tuck your toes, push up. We're going to open up the arches of the feet, work with the toes a little bit in our remaining few minutes. So from the side, looks like this. Feet flexed. You're going to sit back onto your heels. I'm going to adjust this frame just a tad. There we go. Okay, so toes together, tucked under. We sit back, and we're just going to shift side to side here. Okay, this is good for the toes. It's good for the Achilles tendons. It's good for the arches. that. Now, shake it out, shake it out. Take your hands forward. Inhale. On exhale, point your toes, and sit back on your feet with the toes pointed. Now, check this. We're going to keep the toes pointed. Okay, keep them pointed the whole time. Take your left hand down. Take your right hand to your right knee. Keep those toes pointed. Lift the right knee. It's as if your foot is in a toe shoe. We're stretching the top of the foot here. So, no, yes. Good. Release down. And we come to the other side. Take it up. Oh, crack, crack, crack. Really good. Really good sign. And then take it down. And you go. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. It should be exactly 60 minutes. Okay. Shake it out, shake it out. We did this last time. You're going to take your hands forward. Keep your toes pointed. You can watch me once. I'm going to go inhale. Exhale. Just come forward. Boop. Up into a forward fold. My feet are hip distance apart. And my hips are stacked on top of my heels. Not behind. No. Yes. Then drop your head. If you can take your hands to your calves, great. If you can take them to the ankles, great. Point your elbows out. Pull your shoulders away. Pull the head down to the floor. And then we're going to bend the knees, curl the tailbone under, lift your toes, slowly roll up to standing. And fix that frame. Is that better? Good. Good enough. Good enough. I'm going to adjust my clothes. Good. And then take the feet out. Good. And then interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, open it up. And then switch it over. Other thumb on top. Press the palms open. Good. And then we're going to take the fingers behind the neck. And tuck the tailbone under. Elbows come forward. Try to touch those elbows together. Good. And then release. And then we're going to inhale, sweep it up. And on the exhale, the right hand's going to grab the head, but you're going to look down to the toes at a diagonal. Okay? Diagonal head looks down. Flex your left wrist here. Good. And again, inhale, take it up. And exhale, left hand grabs and pull your head down at the diagonal. Look at your left toes. Good. And then release. Shake it out. Take one more inhale. And exhale with confidence. Yay! Yay! You guys, I hope you exhaled with confidence because you did so great. Wonderful, wonderful work, guys. So super proud of you. Thank you so much. We'll do this. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. It has been my delight and pleasure to be here with you for Cardio Step with Extended Stretch. I have 2 more live streaming classes coming up this week. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern. And All Levels Yoga class, same channel. And on Saturday, I've got a 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern, full body workout. Woo! Also has a delicious stretch at the end. Fantastic. Tons of core work, tons of abs. That's all I got. Okay. Mwah! So proud of you guys. Thank you so much. Please leave comments on the saved video when this uploads, which should be momentarily. Anything that you would like more of. And I always love, hi, I just love class. That's a great comment. I love that too. Thanks so much, you guys. I hope I'm making your Corona quarantine time a little more palatable, possibly a little healthier, maybe more entertaining as well. I'm Mercy. So proud of you guys. Yay! Your personal Corona quarantine cheerleader is here for you. And cats. Lots of cats. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.